Hey guys, it's Emma from Tea and a Good Book, and today we're going to be trying the Teavivre Puerh. Now, we've already tried some of these, but we wanted to make a video on them, and we're only going to be doing 2 because
these are fabulous.
These teas deserve so much.
This actually is sample is just multiple samples, 2 of each, of several different kinds of raw and aged pu'ers.
All right, so now it is time to put in the teas. So we'll do this one first, the 2008. I'm just gonna put all of this old one in here. Like, these things are beautiful, they're amazing. They come in these tiny little miniature pieces of a tea cake.
So they actually broke up one of those cakes that you see with the big circles that they wrap in rice paper to make samples. Okay.
Get some in yours, get some in mine. And this first draft is just a few seconds to get everything off, like the loose tea leaves, and I hate doing this, but
it's much better tasting if you do this. Gets rid of any little pieces and particles.
So it already looks different than it did. The smell is amazing.
The first one I did the other day, I did 10 infusions before I started adding cream.
Which for her is amazing.
Yeah. Ming Hai Palace Ripened Pu'er Cake Tea 2008.
And I was so excited when I saw that this was in the list because I love older aged teas. They excite me.
So the color here
because they're old. So they kind of excite me because of
pretty dark.
The way that they're aged. And this one I've already tried and it's delicious. It's like
dusky.
It almost tastes sweet though.
It has a definite sweet.
That's the thing with these. You get so many different notes because if you look, let me just break this apart. Hot potato with tea leaves. But like you can just see, the fact is that it just
earthy. Earthy, dark, with a sweet finish.
Aging it is definitely a good idea for like pu'ers because they just become so much more. So I did not know about the Gong Fu method until I watched Mayleaf. And then I got these Gaiwans for my birthday. And my friends were never, ever so confused on why I was so happy about getting a cup. But like I had wanted to try Gaiwan, but Gaiwans had been a little bit expensive for me because I have expensive taste in relatively normal stuff.
So we got her a Gaiwan. It actually came with the Tea It Yourself kit, which has a whole bunch of loose leaf teas in it.
Here is burdock root from that set. You can see it's just kind of in the thing.
In test tubes.
Which
cute little Gaiwan. Got a little TIY on there.
But the concept always fascinated me. So I started getting into it, and I thought it was really fun. Especially the part about just being able to brew your tea multiple times.
You really get to know the leaf when you do that, so you want to pick a leaf that you spent some money on. And this Teavivre,
it's great quality. It's amazing.
It is expensive, but you get what you pay for. This is actually from China, and if you go to their website, which we will link down below, you will find out what province of China.
It's like Mayleaf quality, literally.
Yeah.
So this one's definitely darker. This is my second infusion. Your third or still your second?
Third. So I actually got this. This is the only thing I've received so far, and it is in the U.S., and then I've got other stuff coming from China on the proverbial slow boat from China.
And I really wanted to order like some cakes, but until we knew what we thought of these teas, we didn't want to risk getting that expensive.
Sometimes it's worth more to pay more, and I'm the original cheapskate, so when I say that, you can believe it.
Literally, she created a cheapskate out of me. And I am my father's daughter.
Look how dark that is.
It really is beautiful. It gets darker and darker and darker as you go along.
You ready for another?
Yeah.
And then we're going to have to refill.
Yeah. On this little packet of tea, it has all these words. It has the ingredients, which are literally tea buds and leaves of Fang Quang large leaf tea bush species. That's all that's in it. And I think that's why it tastes so good. And it tells you the origin, and this is from Yunnan, China. That's really good tea. Yunnan has some of the best Camellia sinensis. It tells you the distributor, it tells you the brew guide, but my favorite part is the shelf life. It says the aged the better. I don't think we're going to be able to test that out because this is so good. It's like, this is what I imagined May leaf tea would be. It's rich and deep and goes so well in a gaiwan. It just is amazing, really. The taste, the everything. And now it's larger leafed teas that are best for this sort of thing. So I'm very happy that this tea has such large leaves, but like even if it didn't, here's a just large clump out of my bowl that's shrinking constantly. So we won't actually have to take these breaks by next video because, guys, we're getting an electric kettle. So what I mean by getting an electric kettle is we have gone onto Amazon and bought a kettle that you plug into the wall, and we can just keep it right here, turn it on whenever we want, and we won't have to take these tea breaks anymore. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of this for Mama. Ooh, this one's the deepest and the darkest and the richest one yet. I think this one has the most oomph to it. You could spend hours just drinking this. Like if you had enough water, you could just spend hours and hours and hours and hours drinking this.
They do that in Asia.
It's like just pour it on, wait a few minutes, drink your tea while you're doing housework. Like they do that in some places.
Because we ran into Emma's bedtime before we ran out of infusions, and we went to the Teavivre website to read about the one we've been infusing,
Which is the Manghai Palace Ripened Puerh Cake Tea 2008. That is what it says. Excellent aged puerh that is worth your tasting of its featured characteristics of smooth and mellow. The fresh leaves for making this cake were picked and processed into raw teas in spring 2006. Then a 2-year pile fermentation process was carried out before they were further processed into cake teas in May 2008. In the following 7 years, those cake teas have been stored in a special warehouse for fermentation purpose. So, when brewing this tea, the aged scent is prominent, and the liquor is typically bright red and clear. We didn't get that. The liquid aroma of this tea is intriguing and smells a bit like red dates, while tastes very mild and balanced without bitterness. On the whole, this product is ideal for puerh tea beginners and daily consumption.
We're going to do a little rinse.
I quite like doing things gaiwan style. I don't know, it kind of...
It's more fun.
Yeah. And I don't think I would be able to enjoy this tea as much if I were not gaiwan brewing it, because I don't think just a plain infuser could really get the feel of this tea that gaiwan brewing does.
I guess you need to rinse the next day when you're doing it again. I don't know.
Yeah.
We will. But this is, we've done 6 infusions. so far. So this is the next day.
All right, so this is next day infusion number 7. Already that smell is releasing again, and it kind of smells like eggs today.
Eggs?
Sniff it. Sniff mine. It smells kind of like eggs. In a weird, underhanded way, it kind of smells like eggs.
Very sneaky of it to smell like eggs. I don't know what to tell you on that.
It's like an undertone of egg.
I would say it smells musty.
Do I think eggs smell musty?
It's sitting in a pile for a couple years because musty is what they're going for. They're fermenting it. Fermentation is the same process that makes bread and wine taste the way they do. So fermenting is not a bad thing. Doesn't mean it rotted.
Homemade bread without any fancy stuff in it, just plain bread, can be turned into some very good biscuits. Very good.
Okay, so number 7 here, next day. Similar to yesterday.
But a little bit stronger.
Woody and barky now. It kind of turned as it went. Which it's supposed to do. Every steeping is supposed to be a little bit different flavor.
It said it was supposed to taste earthy with a hint of nuttiness and sweetness, smooth, mellow, and rich, followed by a sweet aftertaste.
I'll go with that. Okay, number 8. So by now, we've got a lot out of it because the leaves are getting more and more hydrated as you go. So they dried a little bit overnight. Oof. Hot water. Be careful using a guy wand because it's made of glass and it's hot all around. Or it could be made of porcelain. This one's glass. Looking at the color here. Nice and dark. There you go.
Ooh.
Getting darker. Leaves. You want more?
No, sniff leaves.
Oh, sniff leaves. Full strength. Not losing. I think I could go all day on this one.
You could, couldn't you? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of,
Keeps its flavor.
yeah, very much so.
Number 9. I think I might get full.
Well, don't want to get too full.
At this point, I like to start adding cream. It's still good, but cream makes just about any tea better, in my opinion. You want some cream?
I'll try a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Love the cream. I think I drink tea for the cream.
Yeah, I think you use tea as a way to just straight drink cream.
I think it brings out the nuttiness and sweetness that were discussed in the description. I really don't want to do a different one right now. I just want to savor this one. This is too good to be messing with 2 at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think I will. I don't think we should.
I think it would be like tasting 2 kinds of fine wine at the same time. You just
Don't
enjoy
wanna
the
do
one
it.
you have. Might be like dating two people who are both very nice people, and you don't need both of them. You need one because he's really awesome. We just enjoy this one so much that it seems wrong to have two at once. So until we see you again,
Make sure to make time for tea and a good book. Bye.